Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Quest for Truth Hidden Mysteries TV. I'm your host, Corina Pataki. And first, I'd like to bring in my incredible producer, Karen Britt. Karen, come on in. Welcome.
Well, hey. Always a treat to be on the Quest for Truth, revealing more truth as we keep bringing the guests that are coming on that are just so rich with information. And we're on this quest, and I'm glad to be a part of it. But I want to remind everyone, if you're watching today and you want to become a partnership, you can by joining the Patreon, the Quest for Truth with Corina Pataki. We have two tiers, $10 tier and a $25 gold tier, which gives you access to monthly sessions live with her as we discuss so many topics and get into some deep teachings that Corina provides for us. So I encourage you to click and go to the Patreon, the Quest for Truth with Corina Pataki, and also on Facebook. Join us on the Quest for Truth there, where we put up informations where Corina's going to be if she's doing her itineraries, which she just came back from GSIC, which was an incredible show, and just to keep up with the things and events and information that we're putting up there. But you know, hey, it's always fun, and we try to make it fun for you guys. We want you to learn and have a great time and just, you know, become partnership and meet new people who are in the collective, just growing, right? So Corina, thank you again. I'm glad to be a part, and so it's going to be back to you.
Thank you, Karen, so much. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so thrilled and so excited to have with us yet again an incredible man, a dear friend of mine. He's become such a dear friend, like a brother from another mother. And we've had him on before, and the response from having him on was remarkable. People just coming up to me, you know, when we were at GSIC in October, people coming up to me with tears in their eyes, just saying, Corina, thank you for having him on. Thank you for everything that, you know, that you had him bring and share, because it brings hope, you guys, to humanity. So without further ado, I would love to introduce you guys, the ones that have not watched that show. Please go back and watch it. This is my dear friend, Bruno Mihailescu. Bruno, welcome back. So glad to have you with us again.
Namaste to the whole world, Corina. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Now, for those of you that have not watched it, I just want to give you a little introduction of who Bruno is. Bruno is a visionary and owner of Ecopia Eco Light Cities, aimed to change the entire world, you guys. His groundbreaking Eco Light City Ventures is to create a new earth with perfect divine harmony. These self-sustainable communities will integrate state-of-the-art technologies only seen in sci-fi fiction. Yet he is bringing them. He's at the forefront of bringing these cities with medbed technology that are extraterrestrial medbed technologies. And he does so many more other things. He's involved with so many other benefits for humanity for such a time as this. So Bruno, thank you so much for being on again here with us. It's such a pleasure and an honor to know you as a friend and as a partner, just to co-labor for the greater good of humanity, to bring truth and hope.
Thank you so much, Corina, and thank you very, very much for the audience. You have such an amazing people that watching your shows, and I just receive amazing messages, and I just meet couple of people from the world watching the show and see me and you talking about the first one was just very spontaneous, and we never prepare anything. We speak from the heart like usually. And this one right now, I'm in the office with my Pleiadians here to the map of the world, and I'm just very, very happy to be with you here and give some news and hopes to the people, because it's a really time when people have to reconnect with themselves.
Yeah.
They have to reconnect with the truth from the world, the real history, uh,
Mhm.
the new path that people have to go forward, and that's it. We are here to help them. So we
Yeah.
are not keeping any secret.
No, this is so wonderful. So, Bruno, last time we were talking about the future, and the future is, the next minute you can save the future. So sometimes people think, oh, this is going to happen in the future 100 years from now. No, the future is the next moment ahead of us. So last time we talked about the future of humanity and the incredible things that you are at the forefront of helping bring. And now I want us to dive into, because we did touch last time on Romania. Now, Bruno, you guys is from Romania, my birth nation as well. And that's where his office is. And we touched last time, Bruno, a little bit on the Bucegi. And the reason I want us to talk about Romania is because Romania has been such a hot topic in conversation because of the disclosure that has taken place of the findings that were discovered in Romania, particularly in the Carpathian Mountains, specifically in Bucegi. So why is Romania, and people are realizing, Bruno, that Romania is such a key nation for the world, for humanity, for this moment in time. And we touched last time a little bit on it, but let's go deeper. Let's dive even into the history of Romania. Why Romania? Why this little country in Eastern Europe? Why is it a key? What's so important about this nation? What is specific about the Romanian ancestors? Why? Let's go all the way back, as far back as we can.
Well, first of all, I'm not a historian, so I will speak only from the informations I gathered together from other smart people, and you know what? Actually, international people that they investigate, ancient culture and the tablets of Tartaria, which are older than Sumerian, and so on. And I remember that I gave you some very
Mhm.
beautiful uh, text and images, which people they gather this information for a long time and share to the world things that they have been hidden. Uh,
Mhm.
because we know who was the and who are the controller of the planet.
Mhm.
Long time ago, humanity was relying on History Channel, Discovery, NASA, all these cabal institutions, which
Mhm.
they only give informations which they want. Uh, they just lead you in the direction to believe only what they want.
Mhm.
They never tell you the truth. Okay, so why it's Romania? First of all, Romania is not the name of our country. It's Jetia, okay? Because we are here for so long time. Since the time of the Ice Age, okay?
Mhm.
We are a very spiritual people. I don't want to create any confusion for because many foreigners they might see Romanians abroad, like in England, in Italy, and they see gypsy poopers, steal, kill, whatever. Every nation have this.
Sure.
So but I would like to see deep into the core of the right, pure blood Romanians.
Mhm.
Because for the last 30 years, for example, 33 years after the Soviet bloc collapse and communist collapse, uh, most of the nations, especially my nation, was deformed. I mean, the West brought here only bad things,
Yes.
porn, like all these satanic, all bad food, bad everything, just to give us a little more color. In the communist time, we eat only organic food,
Yeah.
and people, you know what, they cannot go on the street to do something. If you don't have the job, they put you in jail. So everybody have a job, everybody have a school. So they was very educated, okay, in that time.
Mhm.
Right now, after this, because they have made in purpose to dumb the people with everything that they thrown us, and they take our smart people in West. Okay, for example, MIT, Google, you name it, the biggest company in America, they speak Romanian there. The top of the top, they are from Romania. Scientists and many inventors. Do you know Nikola Tesla? Half was Romanian. Nicolae Tesla was his original name. His
Right.
mother was from Romania. His father was from Serbia. So why Romania? Because long for such a long time, I will send you one day a video to understand what the world will be without Romanian inventors, and then you will find a lot of things about these smart, brilliant people that they changed the world. Okay. Timișoara, in your native city, was the first city in Europe which was light by bulbs, by lightings. The insulin, so many inventors, the pencil, so many. So we have a list of many smart inventors. Even now, today, one of the smartest men on the planet, he uncoded the genome of the universe, which is Professor Florian Kolchak. Okay, which is the father of the geniuses kids in Romania, and he said 20% of the kids in Romania, they born geniuses, but because they go to stupid schools, they become dumb because they don't learn nothing. And this is the system which was created by this satanic Khazarian mafioso. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you about these kind of things right now, but if we go a little bit back in time,
Yes.
it's become more interesting.
Yeah.
Because most of the deities from ancient world, if we go back to the Roman Empire, right? They say that in Roman Empire they speak Latin language, correct? Which of the European language like France, Spain, Italy, is a Latin root language. Well, it's not true, because one guy from the Vatican, he admit that when Romans conquer 15%, 15, from my country, we was speaking Latin time. And most of the emperor from Rome was Thracian's root, because Thracia was a big continent, European continent. So the Geto-Thracians, Pleasgo-Geto-Thracians, was all over Europe up to the North countries, UK, half of Spain, Italy, Turkey, Ukraine, part of Russia. That big was the country. But the rest, they grab us and eat us, and then it's become so small.
So Bruno, so for our viewers, who were the Geto-Thracians? Who were they?
The Geto-Thracians, it
never
is
heard.
the primordial race of humankind.
Okay.
If we go back even more in time, on the Atlanteans, for example, so the island of the serpents here, which is in the Black Sea, and actually the Black Sea was a lake because they find sweet water under lake, under a sea. And the guy who discovered Atlantic in the ocean sinking, he saw
Jacques Cousteau.
not Jacques Cousteau, was another guy.
Okay.
Jacques Cousteau was another discoverer for things underwater. Was much older. I don't remember the name, but I think it's an American guy. He discovered, big piece of cities under Black Sea, which nobody say that. We discovered tunnels which go from Romania under the Black Sea up to Turkey. Okay, which peasants bring ships to Turkey and trade and make under the Black Sea tunnel. Who made that tunnel under the water? So, all these ancient deities from Greek mythology, from Roman mythology, all they changed names. They all was here. Okay, so because our civilization, it was so far advanced and so old, it's normally now knowing that what's happening in Bucegi, in the heart of our mountains, that not me, it's the satellite from the Pentagon who discovered the chamber dome and the laboratory where human species was created. And actually there is the full history of cosmos. It's not history of mankind, it's the history of everything. So they saw that they didn't want to let go this information to the world, because in 2003 when they discovered, they said that humanity is not ready. Now it's ready, because when I find out that it was so deep in my heart and my DNA, and I talk, when Sasha Stone come in Romania, he says we have to make a movie about that and rewrite the history of mankind, start from Bucegi Mountain, which is beautiful. And now we have also talented producers, which they can do that. So it will come next. But what's happening in there, of course, you have to be so dumb to believe that law of come from the monkeys and
Right.
all these Khazarians, Zionist crocs, that they deceive humanity and lie, and they just think that we are sheeps, so stupid to don't know. No, we are so strong. We was created with 12 strands of DNA because we was made by the God of lights. So all our species was made like that. But the spiritual race which was created here in this land is not because I say so, because what is being discovered and what it's been discovered in the laboratory, where they pop up all the holograms and people see. And this is how we have Radu Cinemar book with all the revelation for what was happening at that event. So people might go to read those books. But on the other hand, there are so many psychics, clairvoyants, like Sundar Singh, like many that they speak so high about this race, this nation. And in the history, thousands of years, they find the heads, which you put on your head in China. From this place, they find the swords, how we have the Jetodatians. They have gold, for example, and they found gold in Tutankhamun pyramid.
Karen, put that slide up, please, if you don't mind, the throne.
Our gold was very light, very bright, and I was lucky to see the real gold from the mine just 2 months ago in the gold mine in Romania. And so there is a lot of things that has been hidden from us, from each interest of anyone. I want to remember all your audience that almost all countries at the top level, presidential level, history level, was infiltrated by these Khazarian Zionist Jews, fake Jews, okay, which they have huge interest to make distortion of the history and the reality, and they hide these informations only for themselves. Even how they burned the library of Alexandria long time ago. They took all that, they hide. They burn everything in London when the London was on fire. There was also burned a lot of artifacts and things like that. They burned the papyrus with the real writings for Jesus and for the apprentice, okay? And they make a fake Bible to control. They create a fake God and they create everything. And by the way, I just saw yesterday that it was another 4 or 5 entities the same like Jesus. They born on 24th September, December. They make miracles. They die and so on.
So it's okay, Bruno. So the ancestors of the Romanians were the Getodacians, right?
Yeah.
Just for our audience to understand that.
Sorry, just 1 second, please.
Sure.
Say again,
So
Corina.
the ancestors of the Romanian people were the Getodacians, right? Just for our audience to understand.
Yes.
Okay.
Many people, for example, they say, Gothic architecture. Okay,
Yeah.
Goths was from Germany, right? Saxons. Okay, they change Goths instead of Jets.
And you spell Jets G with a G.
Yes, Jets with G. Yeah.
Gets, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So everything what was real and truth, they changed.
Now that cave, go back, Karen, to that cave, please. Okay. So talk
This
about
is
this.
this is a cave in Coliboara in Romania. They are the most old paintings, 23 to 35,000 years, and you find in Bihor County. That was discovered in 2010, and a couple of specologists, Romanian, they find this gallery with these black paintings, and these paintings that's representing a buffalo, a horse, animals, and they was painted so beautiful if you see. So imagine 35,000 years to have such a skills of an artist. Even today, an artist he's not doing in this way. And yeah, so it's lovely, it's beautiful.
So Bruno, there are 7 springs that I thought were very fascinating that are found in the Carpathian Mountains. That says to have the most living water on the planet,
It's
and
true.
scientists have gone and they have tested the water. Talk about that, please.
uh, they say that the god Zamolxes, he drink from there and become immortal. That particular spring, uh, it is very important because the energy from the ground, from the tunnel, I think that water it's go through some underground portals, and they have a lot of minerals and a lot of silver and gold and stuff like that. And this is why it's so pure. And yes, it's been tested by many companies worldwide, and it's a natural inhabited there. So it's true. It's amazing. It's fascinating, that place. Even the location in the Buceci Mountains, it's full with energy. And if you climb there, go on the hike, if you hike, you don't feel to get tired. So the air is so fresh and beautiful, and it's so serene. It's like you walk on the grass like thousands of years. So it's like nobody walked there. It's like a Garden of Eden, which this is how they call our country, the Garden of Eden.
So there are also seven energetic chakras, right, that are found in Romania. What is that about?
Well, Romania, if you see it on the map, it's in the heart of the world, and it's in the heart of Europe. It's not an east side or eastern countries. No, it's in the heart of Europe, and it's the only country who have the Fibonacci spiral, also because of the mountains. And it's one of the biggest energetical tunnel, Axa Mundi, it's called, which is connected with the parallel universes. And it's the only country who have the 7 energetic tunnels, chakras.
Do we have that picture, Karen, by any chance? Did I send that to you? So Bruno, because of these mysteries that the country holds, that is now coming to the forefront because it's been hidden for so many years. Romania has, in a sense, been buried down. Like there's no interest in that country. Just a third world poor country. They have nothing to offer. Of course, we're going to talk about which you've already mentioned, some of the scientists, but let's focus on the spiritual aspect, on the esoteric frequencies that the country offers. What does the country offer to humanity? What is there that now it's almost like coming to the, when you boil milk, the cream of it comes to the surface, the richness of the milk. So share with our viewers what else is now coming to the forefront of Romania as it will bring a benefit to humanity. What does the Vatican not want and the dark forces not want to come to the forefront?
First of all, we was the most probably the most spiritual people in the world, because here was the school of Zamolxian spirituality. Okay, the Ghetto Dacians back in time, they know as they live an experience in the body. They never believe in death. Even when somebody died, they dress in white. They don't dress in black. And they knew that they are immortals, and they cherish the five elements of life. Okay, fire, earth, air, and if they was in so much in contact with the divine, they don't need church or priest or Bibles or nothing. So, because the recognition in themselves as a DNA of a pure blood of royal species, as children of gods of light, they knew and they behave with high consciousness. Woman, she's taking care of children, she's taking care of create something beautiful, and when they pray, they let everything go. So, for example, when women was washing clothing to the river, and they know sunset, and they have to venerate the earth, they just lie down on the earth, smell with the grass, and just let go everything, even the clothing on the river. They gone. Okay, and they live so much in union. And this is our nation. We never conquer anyone. We was conquered, but we was very good fighters too, and we was smart how to do it. We have so many tunnels underground, and because Romania is full in the mountains with tunnels, kilometers, huge, and underground tunnels and many things. So they hide there from the Turks, from invasions and things like that. So they was very clever how to hide, and they was very clever to handcraft. So because it was a creative people, they handcraft in gold. They was the first who know how to do it, hammer and this and that, and stones and fish, and go and hunt. Some people hunt, some people go to fish. So everybody creates something beautiful. And there was all tribes, they just want to live in peace. They don't want, and when problems occur in the world, like 25,000 years ago, it was a huge cataclysm, and many nations vanish, and the rest of humanity, they come here on this land, because with the ice age, Romania being surrounded by the mountains was the only country in the planet which was life and grass, no ice. And when people grow thousands of years and there was too many for the country, they start going in different places on earth. They migrate. This is how from here they go in Scandinavia. They go from in Maya, Mexico. They go in India. They bring the culture all over the world. And for example, people might ask, okay, but I'm Arab. How I am Thracian? Well, you are Thracian, because in thousands of years living in a different environment that you have been used with thousands of years, you get the skin different, you get the habit different, food different, and you change. It's a continued change of the DNA. For example, if you are a white, you married with a black one, your children will not be white, will be Creole, right? And in thousands of years like that, people change. They speak different language. But the language, it's another beautiful thing, because the phonetic of our language, nobody can speak with sh, ts, I, k, v, r. Other people, they can, because they are dead languages. So Romanian, it's a living language, because every word have an activity of life inside. Cuvântul, the word cuvântul, mean with the wind. Roșia, tomato, e roșie, it's red. Usturoi, garlic, it's burning. Ustura, ardei, arde, the chili pepper is burning. Yeah? So you see, and I have etymology of the Romanian language. I have two specialists. A lady which is a poet, and she know everything. I think she can abstract any word. You say one word, and she will unblock, and she will tell you exactly where this word come from. Even names of countries, everything. So we can one day we can bring her. She's fantastic. And I have another guy, Marian, also very nice guy. Okay, he know everything about this, and he tell you exactly from the back in time how all this come around. So to come to answer to your question, why people should be, well, Romanian is not a poor country. It's very rich, but they want to show the world it's poor. First of all, we have one of the most perfect location. It's the door between east and west.
Yes.
We have water, we have mountains, you can ski, and you can go swim. Okay? We have a beautiful culture. We have a pure agriculture, bioagriculture, like very few countries in the world. You will never eat a tomato like in Romania. Never. I've been all over the world. I travel all over the world. You don't eat the food with the taste like we have. Just a little somewhere in Sicily and some Greek, some countries. No, rest here. Boom. No bread like here. No bread like here. In America, I taste all the breads, they have sugar. I had to go to Walmart to buy from the Jewish store a bread, which tastes like bread. But the rest, shit, nothing. I don't like it. So we have good wine. We have beautiful girls. That's for the men, beautiful girls. All right? Because it's a mixture of the Russians, Slavic structure, physical, atomic structure, with beauty and sensuality of different colors, blue eyes, black eyes. Oh, look at you. What can I say more? Look at you. So yes, and there is a lot of opportunities. Now lately, in a couple of years, so many foreigners come from UK, from America especially, because they want to live in a countryside. So, for example, the countryside is the most serene and beautiful locations you will find in few countries everywhere, because it's so peaceful. People, they get a little farm and they just want to live, and you live. And people are simple, are kind, are nice. I'm not talking about people in the city. You find in all forest you find some sticks, which don't good. But overall, it's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's nice, and it's safe. I think it's one of the, I can go 1 o'clock in the night everywhere on the street, nobody touch me, nobody rape me, nobody put the gun. We don't have guns, we don't have bombs, we don't have terrorism, we don't have nothing. It's safe. I mean, very safe.
So Bruno, why has the Vatican and the cabal wanted to put the kibosh, the lid on the discoveries that have been recently made in Romania? Recently, actually, more since what? Early 2000s. Why?
At the in the secret library of Vatican,
Yes.
the 54 number online like that is a big book which called the Jetodation Bible, which was translated into 100 languages. Okay, it's a very, very old. Uh, I can't see Bible because it's not a Bible. When you talk about Bible, you people go back and see all this
Yeah.
Genesis, and no, it's the real history of mankind. Let's say, okay,
Mm.
because probably it's very much connected with what they discover in the Bucegi Mountain with the
Mhm.
extraterrestrial laboratory, how they mixed us and how we create, how they've been create us and things like that. So if that book it's coming to the world, next day no more religion,
Mm.
vanish, all of
Mhm.
them, because they do this with Quran, they do this with Torah, they do this with Bible, they do this with all the holy books of the world in all religions,
Mhm.
mix it the way they want, because they knew at the collective mind, people when they go to pray, they pray in the wrong way to the wrong God. They will feed the God that is thirsty for blood and for sacrifices.
Mhm.
And they knew by the collective we how powerful we are, because they knew it's the sparkle of God in our hearts.
Mhm.
And when you believe in something that they show you to read, and they put the people to talk and black and dress and nice, at the collective you create the reality which we are here for 3,000 years. So the same thing, we can create a new reality by focusing on the beauty of the earth and humanity, and not being separation between religious,
Mhm.
races, color of the skin. You are
Mhm.
more dumb, I'm more smart, I have more money, you have less money. No.
Mhm.
Why? You know what? Just think about this. Let's collect all the gold in the ground and diamonds and share to 8 billion people. All will be billionaire.
Hmm.
Think about in this term
Yeah.
of business, let's say, right? Why have people to struggle, not even arrive to the end of the month, have no food in the house? Why
Yeah.
they have to pay bills and tax to who? To
Yeah.
corporations, when God give you everything? Look at the Amish, is the
Yeah.
most pure example on the planet. They don't give shit. They go in a car with the horses, they eat honey,
Mhm.
they make babies and they live happy. And they do the things in the house, and that's it. This is the life. This is how we was living thousands of years ago. But in a modern world, for example, now we evolve as a species, and I don't see this kind of old, very ancient living to be like
Mhm.
that. Why not to be teleported in a beautiful planet and meet with our stellar brothers and get more information and get more knowledge and get more imagination, travel in more places on this beautiful cosmos in different beautiful locations. Imagine if the earth it is so beautiful, why not be other earths like
Right.
bigger, more beautiful, and instead to have a holiday, I don't know, in Miami Beach, you can go in a Miami Beach on a planet which is bigger, or wherever. So
Yes.
think about, this is was all forbidden for us, and now it's the time to go back and get what is ours. And
Yeah.
luckily, we are here to help Homo sapiens to become Homo luminous.
Yes. 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 Bruno, there are gold mountains in Romania. Can you
You
talk
want,
about that? Like mountains of gold in Romania.
I can
Why?
even show you.
Why? Why and who did it belong to? Because I think that's a key for
You
us.
know, I was fascinated having a conversation with a very smart scientist one day. And, he told me, he told me that God loved our country so much, and very, 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 very millions of years ago, when the planet was born, um, this is how he told me in his perception how Romania, the land, our land was created. And I believe him because I know what is underground. He said that a huge asteroid hit the country, okay, back in time, millions of years ago.
Mhm.
And because of that asteroid hit the country, he formed these mountains in a circle, like a Fibonacci, right?
Mhm.
And under these mountains, because of the heat, all the minerals and all the rare minerals which you don't find in no place in earth, you will find it in here. And I was so lucky, like a couple of months ago, I was in the area where this quarter of gold, platinum, silver, germanium, rhodium, wolfgram crystals are in Romania. And there are $6 trillion in the ground. 6 trillions. And we are poor and we pay tax and we don't have money and people cannot afford to have a life with that asset. Only taking the asset and make it into a real bank and
Mhm.
share to the people will be the richest country in the world. So yes, they are solid gold. And it is another story back in time, which
Mhm.
they cut a block like that, 50 tons, 50 tons. And they cut piece and they sent to Switzerland, they melted. And that block, it was in one piece. But imagine 50 tons, how big it was, meters, okay? And very big. And on that block, it was some very special writings like hieroglyphs,
Mhm.
were like extraterrestrial writings.
Mhm.
And it was pure 24 or 32 karat gold with all minerals, very expensive, very expensive. So it is that we have mountains of gold. I have a video I will share with you next time.
Yes.
I know somebody in Romania that they own a concession of 5 gold mines, and I've seen it with my own eyes. I have seen a river that it's coming from underground, and it's all gold on the river. I've seen it with my eyes.
So, Bruno, when do you think, and I know this is speculation, but when do you think that these truths will be allowed to come out of Romania to humanity
It's up to
for
us.
the benefits?
It's up to us. It's up to us. It's depending of our work, which have been chosen to do it for serving humanity.
Mhm.
And you do great. I do fantastic. So more we collect data, and as soon we going to have necessary means to create a documentary, we have the right team that can do this. Uh, one of our dream is to have Mel Gibson in a show, and now it's easy because one of the movie producer that she create ancient history, extraterrestrial ancient history, and all these Matrix and all these movies, it's on board with us.
Mhm.
So they just made an amazing movie called the 12 Codes, which is
Mhm.
fantastic. So
Mhm.
you have it in America. You can bring it from Amazon. 12 Codes, the movie, a fantastic movie. Because what does it mean? This actually the guy who who spent the money to make this movie, it's one of the most amazing person I met,
Mhm.
and it's like 220 IQ. It's probably the architect behind all the systems on the planet, and he have for humanity one of the most beautiful gift ever, which will be soon released to the world. a technology that will help us to enhance the two strands of DNA up to 12.
Mm. Yeah, that's very, very powerful. Bruno, I know that people, still have a few minutes left. I know that people,
Okay.
Romania, I know that, Romania is known by many people for Dracula, Vlad.
No.
So
The
let's bring the truth in that. Let's bring the truth in that, because Vlad is not what the fake history has been portraying him to be. So, Vlad being a forefather of the nation, speak from your understanding and your perspective the truth of Vlad and how he fits in this beautiful picture.
First of all, now it's a movie in Romania made by our friend Andrei Chiriac, a movie producer, and he have this beautiful ancient history movie about Vlad and about Romanian history. It's fantastic. So now they want to make money out of this story, which is a fake one, totally fake. Dracula, all these. Uh, yeah, it was a success because they bring in the beginning Keanu Reeves, and it was the first
Yeah.
movie with him, and then second another one. Like all mentoring and coaching, it's a business for billions of dollars
Hmm.
in America, especially. So they have this story and they fake it, the reality, and it's happened what's happened. And I'm feeling very bad because I've been to Dracula Castle and I see all these vampires selling shit,
Yeah.
mask, and this is not true. This is a satanic cult, okay? But he was a very nice, smart, very smart ruler. He speak many languages. He was educated by the Pasha of Turkey
Hmm.
since he was a child, and then he fight against Turkish, and because he was so just and he was so honest, and he liked people to be honest, for his judgment he killed everybody who steal. Okay, so this is the real story that people know him by that time, when the his time when he was a leader, he killed all thieves
Hmm.
and all traders,
Hmm.
and they put them with the full body in a stick. They
Hmm.
killed them like that. So in back in time, people was very honest and very afraid to not be honest. Okay, and even enemies was afraid of his cruelty.
Hmm.
Okay, but he was a very good leader, very fantastic human being, and I think he was also betrayed by his own kind. And coming back to the betrayals, this is the betrayals which was predicted and made by the ancient Dacians priests. And he says, when your nation, your own nation, will betray you or your leaders, and you steal the richness of the country, so you will be vanished as a nation, and you will spread all over the world. And this has happened like a lot of time back in time, right? Like 2000 years. And I think we have to recalibrate this, and
Hmm.
especially with you, because you are part of this new paradigm and new cleaning of our nations and our country. And I think me too, because I welcome and receive my mission for which I was born, and I see a lot of synchronicities that's coming around me, and it's not by chance. A simple guy from Romania with no education. I just have a high school, which is finished when I was in a revolution in the first days of '89. And now I'm speaking with the mentor of Elon Musk and kings and emperors and princesses and rich people and billionaires and people. They love Romania. They want to invest here, and they ask me for help. And you know, And I think I recognize my mission, I recognize my DNA every day, I learn every day, and I live my destiny. And this is what
Mhm.
should everybody have to do it in order to find their own path. And
Yes.
if you don't have a goal on your own, you just be part of a goal of somebody who have received gifts, and you just serve there, because more you serve and give, more you'll receive satisfaction and love and appreciation, because you are part of something beautiful. And this
Yeah.
is my statement, because I will speak lately with some very nice people, and they really want to jump into big projects and things like that, but they don't know which destiny they have. They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a goal, go
That's
with somebody who have a goal and serve that purpose. So
yeah.
this is
That's so good. So, Bruno, there's several things happening coming out of Romania. So, number one, we're talking about the truth of that is hidden in the Bucegi Mountains, right? And other regions of the Carpathians. So that's one truth that we're waiting to come out. And it started coming out. And then the other one is the tangible as far as technology and benefits in medical fields for the world, right? So this with the Bucegi is one, the Carpathian Mountains is one that, we're trusting that it's coming out. We're trusting that the truth, the Vatican will release the truth, right? Also,
they have to,
okay,
otherwise Italy will be break apart in pieces. And right now, some volcanoes they are emerging worldwide. I don't know if people know, but they are starting lighting up.
yeah, yeah, because they have to release the truth. And you are also working. If you can't talk about it at all, if you can't, we're going to move on. But you're also endeavoring in bringing this Bible, the Dacian, right, back to humanity.
I set my intention, to be honest, and
Hmm.
I know I can reach some high people there. He's a Romanian gentleman, a professor, which he was the fifth person at the Vatican for many years. I met him personal, Mr. Ovidiu. Very nice guy, very smart guy. And because of my connections, I also know some people, they know some people at the top. And very soon we going to kind of negotiate this,
Hmm.
because it's time to release the truth and it's time to give us back. Of course, these malefic people which run the world, they are still here,
Hmm.
but not for a long time. And since the good guys will take over, and once they release the funds to humanity, of course it will be it will be much easy to get back what is ours, and we're gonna get back also our territories. We're gonna get back our history. We're gonna get back all the informations regarding Atlantida, regarding Noah, Ark, and things like that, because all was here.
Hmm.
So you don't have to look in another direction. It will be backed up by documents and attestation of the ancient history of
So
the world.
that's what we're talking about. We're not, so again, for our viewers, we're not talking about a Bible like we know the Christian Bible. It's just
No,
another name for this book that holds the truth and the history
they
in legal documents that have been stolen from humanity, right?
they call the legile Belagine, the Belagine laws.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's a book, uh, which it's written by these priests, let's say ancient priests, with the divine interventions, but the light gods. So actually, it's more like a code or the good manners, how to live in harmony with everything what is a living being on our planet.
Hmm. Hmm. And the
and
truth that was
and
taken.
and, and it's the truth, yes, exactly, because uh, once you live by this kind of laws, which are very simple, and the wisdom of the beautiful expressions of those laws, it's conquer your heart, and it's the reconnection with who you are as a human being inside you, and you see this in the writings. So you don't have this complicated law. Don't do this, don't do that. Quran is better than Bible. Bible is better than Torah, and this. You know what? This is a this is I extract even things that I like. I like, for example, the proverbs. I like the psalms. I like the some things from the Bible.
Sure.
I listen the Quran prayers, which is amazing because they cherish God before humans. And if you extract the beauty of all these things and put into your life, you don't need complicated rules and don't do that, kiss this, make this. You don't need to go to pray in exterior God or
Right.
somebody like a master, because the real creator God is inside you, in
Right.
your heart, and you don't have to go outside. You only have to go inside.
Yes.
And you have to talk like a present. You don't have to talk like you talk with a human, because you have all the power to be God. You can do like Jesus. How do you think Jesus have done all these kind of miracles? He recognized the power in himself, and then he applied. But
Yes.
he's taking many years
Yes.
to go to the spiritual schools, which was in Tibet and in Romania. This is how he educated. He was here 777 days. According to some ancient theoretical books. But if we go a little bit deeper, and we will find out why Jesus is a Jewish, but everybody say that he have blue eyes and he was blonde hair, which all people was here this kind of color. And like Sasha Stone showing in the television that the face of the Jesus was made by a very rich guy in Italy, count or something after
Right.
his face. It's another thing that we have to think about if it's true or not true.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Considering that another 5-6 entities like him was born on 25 of December, they make miracles, they die and they resurrect. Why this happened and why he's like that? For me, to be honest, I believe Jesus was a very special human being coming on our planet, which he has some very pure spirit of a very high dimension to rebalance the energy and the wisdom to the world in that time. Because 2000 years after him, people understand two of the most important things in our existence: love and forgiveness.
Yes.
So this is all about.
Yeah.
This is you find in our, let's say, Bible, the Asian Bible, love and forgiveness. And according to one very smart professor here, scientifically prove love and forgiveness, it's modify our DNA.
Yes,
good.
absolutely. And so on that note, also, when you will come back, we will do some more shows. You and Sasha are endeavoring, scientists from Romania, to help. Really fast, tell us about that before we go on to
I'm very, very happy that finally with Dr. Anca Nicolescu, which she was apprentice of Luc Montagnier, the virologist who get Nobel Prize for his lifetime as a scientist and a doctor. She create a capsule anti-spike protein. So for all those that you have been lied and that you get a vaccine, you have a chance to live. and then as soon you're going to take this capsule to neutralize totally the spike protein to not grow in your blood anymore. As soon we're going to have the med beds, everybody will be welcome to cure completely. But now it's a big hope because the product is already in process to be shown to the world. You can find on sashastone.com portal and Lazarus initiative his show and when he will release to the world, and anyone can have access. And we would love to share this to the world, that it is a solution, because many that have been obligated, let's say, they've been lied, they didn't have the information, they didn't know, and now they feel very bad.
Yes.
And we like to help humanity for this, and we are blessed that I really brought this lady to Sasha Stone, and they work very good together. I'm so happy. And she gave me a beautiful gift for me, and we have a beautiful cream for face with the immuno some very special ingredients based on her lifetime science, and we are going to create this beautiful cream for women at the top level. Aria, it's called. It's beautiful and it's good. It's very nice. Go into your cell in 3 seconds. So ladies will be very happy to have this from us.
Absolutely. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's show. Bruno, thank you for being here with us. And we're going to go now on Can You Handle the Truth? And where I want to ask Bruno about the different type of med beds, because I think there's a confusion. You know, med beds that have to be fabricated here, that we're still looking for the technology, or med beds that are extraterrestrial technologies that have been given to humanity. So there's this confusion because there are different type of med beds. And Bruno, that's what I want to talk to you on our next segment, which is Can You Handle the Truth? So Bruno, thank you for being with us. Thank you for bringing more knowledge of Romania, its history, a little bit more about its history, and where Romania stands on the brink right now as one of the keys for humanity for this moment in time, to bring an awakening, to bring the truth of who we are, how we're made, our purpose as humanity, as light beings, and the hope. So thank you, Bruno, for the knowledge that you shared with us, your giftings, your love, your pouring out of your heart, everything that you carry. We so honor and appreciate it. You guys, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for joining us. We will have Bruno's information, how you can get in contact with him. If you have not watched his other interview, please go back and watch it. It was remarkable. And for those of you that want to join our Patreon, come on over to Can You Handle the Truth, where we will dive deeper with Bruno regarding the medbeds. Until next time, remember who you are. The power is inside of you. Infinity is inside of you. Anything you want and everything you've been dreaming of, the abilities of that is inside of you. Even that's what Jesus said. The kingdom realms, infinity is inside of you. Don't ever forget how special, how powerful, how mighty you are. All you need is to believe, to dive in and utilize what's inside of you. We love you guys. Until next time. Bye-bye. Thank you.